We're going to start with a simple set and work on this Technic Backhoe set. It looks like set number 42197. Bear with me, just learning. Like I said, brand new, first video. We have arm in a sling currently, just got done with some surgery, so we're going to give this a go with one-handed and starting out and see how this turns out. Hopefully you guys enjoy putting together some Legos, same as I do. Just have some fun learning it. So, alright, here we go. Alright. Alright, we got looks like 2 bags here, simple sets. Alright. So, that's what we're gonna end up with, hopefully. Alright. Instruction booklet. Nice and easy, looks like 56 pages. Not too bad. A lot of these can scan the QR code, get the instructions on your phone if you download the Lego Builder app. So, alright, let's get started. Alright, get this first bag opened up. Alright, drop one piece here. Alright, sort these out a little bit while I'm getting them out of the bags, make it easier to find the pieces. Alright, bag. Alrighty. Alright, looks like first step, we're going to use a couple of these little blue pieces on the long one. Alright, we got this guy. And one of these. Alright. Alright, so we got that together. We got the 1-to-1 size chart just to make sure we're using the right piece. This next one. This will be quicker videos, an easier set, so shouldn't take too long to get this one done. Eventually work on, I got some bigger sets, gonna take a little longer to do on those, but start off, easy one for a day, get everything figured out, start learning this process, you know. Alright. Okay, got 2 of these guys. There we go. 1-to-1 again. Make sure you're using the right size. Get this piece centered on there. Make sure we're in the right spot here. Alright. I don't know. See that on the instructions there? Got the 1-to-1. Line this piece up there. Make sure it's centered in the right spot where they want it. Bring that on there. Alright. For 2 of these guys. There we go. Does make it a little more complicated being in the sling here, but still able to do most of this without any trouble. So some of that more complicated set's going to be a lot harder to do. Might have to wait till I'm out of my sling here. So, all right, that part's all together. Move on to the next step here. Looks like a 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. All right, we got 2 tan pegs. All right, that attaches side. All right, 2 blue pegs. All right. Get up, moving on. All right, now looks like we're moving on to the next part. That part, set it off to the side for now. Need one of these guys. One of these browns. Go check it. Make sure we got the right size. Good to go. More down on. Alright. Slide these off to the side as well. Alright. Now one of these guys, 2 red pegs. Alright. One in each end. Alright, look at this gray guy. Alright. Flip it over. Attach. Looks like that should be able to spin. Alright, next we got another one. Gray. 4 long. Yeah, right. I'll slide that one down on there. Like a black sleeve there. We got another one of these. 2 yellow pegs, 3 long. Yep. For our link there. Those together. Like that just slips over. Alright. Okay. Now looks like these attach together. Alright. Both those spin. Alright, so we got those attached. And these black D's. Those attached. Lock them together. There you go, like that. Alright, looks like this goes, attaches across that gray pin there. And going down, so that'll spin freely. Alright. Like take a second D, goes on the other side, locks all that together. Alright, so we know with that now. And look at the picture, that looks like that's probably back of the cab right here. Alright. Next section looks like this is probably the front of tractor cab and backhoe here. Now, one of these. Looks like we need to center that up on there. As close to center as we can. Yeah, looks like another yellow 3. That goes up. Attach that on there. Make sure those are centered up same length. Looks good. Move on to the next one. It's like a black sleeve in the center on that front one, and then another gray piece here to lock the other side together. Alright, now we're attached there. Alright, yellow D goes on that side. Is that attached? Now we need a gray 5 link. Alright. And one of these doubles. Alright, gray double there. And attached, centered as best we can there. Alright. Alright, looks like we need a yellow 3. Put that right there. Center that one up. And into that. Alright, 2 of these grays. These got the little hook down on the end there. Attach those through there. Alright, so we are down to that now. Like 2 of these blues. Attach into those little hooks down there at the bottom. Alright, now we attach this to the yellow D. Through there. Alright, moving on. Alright, so I set that off to the side again. Need a gray 5. One of these right there. We need one of the gears. 2 of these. Little gray round pieces here. Alright, so it looks like center the gear up on here. Centered. Put these little spacers on. Alright, this guy goes like right in there. And then we attach one of these into the end there like that. Like that would be part of the arm for the front bucket. Alright, centered up on there a little better. I like to use my table just to make sure it's nice and flat. Put it on there where I want it. Alrighty, that guy's good. Alright, now need one of the spiral thread pieces here. Looks like a brown 5 with the cap on the end. Put that there. So, looks like, turn it this way so you guys can see. Look, this guy, spiral goes right there. And this gray pin goes through to lock it in place. And that'll be gear for spinning that up, looks like. Alright, looks like I need to run that up before we start there, just so that the arm actually has somewhere to move to with the spirals. So it doesn't lock up. And once we get the other side on, then it'll flow freely there. Alright, got that on. Like put the knob on the back here, lock that in place. There we go. Alright, no yellow D on this side. Attach all that together. Let's stabilize everything. There you go. Alright, so that knob then spins that, makes that go up and down. Alright, now we attach this part to this part. So it looks like this will go right in there. We'll just line up the front and back. Make sure these two knobs on the bottom line up with each other. Put that blue in. And double check, make sure everything's working. Turn that knob. Spin this bucket up and down on the front. Okay. Everything's tracking so far. Alright, take the other yellow 9 Technic piece here. Attach the tan pegs into it. Goes there and there. Alright, looks like, make sure those yellow pegs are sticking out. And you got on the other side. Those all attached together here. All the pegs locked in on the Technic set. That there. Alright, so far, everything's looking good. Everything is solid so far. Alright, step 35. On one of these gray number 5s. Looks like our last one here for those. Alright, we got one of these black pieces here. Black sleeve in the center. And another one of these attached to the other side. Trying to get this set up so that black sleeve's centered on there. Looks pretty good. Like this goes out here on the bucket arm. Sure, looks like it's pointing down just like that. You got some nice visual straight up and down on that one. Attach that out. Alright, looks like we attached the other side of the arm here. Attach that there and there. Alright, make sure all those pins are centered in there, locked in good. Make sure everything still moves freely like it should. Alright, okay, next part, step 37 here. Need 2 of the yellow 3 pegs. These guys are right here, check size, those are correct. Need this yellow flat, and we need a 1 skinny Technic here. Alright, so it looks like we take this one, the yellow pegs go on the side like that. This one, like it goes at a 90 according to the instructions, so it'd be like that. Next page, attach that guy there. Looks like this is the front of the cab on it. There you go. The other yellow, all the black flat pieces here. So it attaches on the other side. Alright, that all attached. Where we're at so far. Alright. Okay, so we got 2 of the yellow flat ones right here. 5 long, got the square 3 holes in the center, peg on each end. Like we put one of those on each side here, lock this all together, and support everything. Same thing on this side. So this is one of those points where I didn't quite get it centered because I'm sticking out a little bit on this side and a little bit there, and a little there and there. So this is where I use my table. Find something nice and flat to push against. So center that up in there a little bit more. And find something flat to push against it. Just push it over there. There. Okay, so now got all those nice and flat. Not off-centered at all. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to that. You know, I don't like it being off, so everything's still working correctly. All right, step 40. Need two of these shorter flat ones that are just 3 long. Like those go up here on the top. Lock all that together. All right, that side down. That side together. Looks good. And all that. And then we got the cab of it all put together with the front end there. All right, with these two little wing pieces here. Looks like those go. We got a plus sign on here. These will go on these yellow pegs here sticking out on the side down the bottom. These will, looks like these are the back fenders, probably over the wheels. Pretty realistic on that point. Like a real backhoe. All right, now it looks like we're doing the lights that go up on the cab. So we got two of these guys here. It goes off to the side. Right. Then we need two of these little gray pegs. 1 and 2. And 2 clear lenses. Looks like the front of the lights. So we got our clear caps there. All right, so we're doing this twice. Take this one. So pointed towards the front. Pin in there with the short side sticking out. That's where the light cap will go on. Like that. Repeat the process. Same thing. Pin in, cap on. And then according to instructions, look like these attach up here on the top of the cab on the front. It'll be the work lights, the backhoe, so you can see what he's doing while he's working at night. All right, step 43. Need one of the 5-hole Technic pieces, 2 black pegs, double pins here. Nope, looks like 2 of those, so those will be both sides here. So 1 pin in the end of each of them here. On the back, just clip in there. These look like probably the stabilizer feet for when you use that backhoe there. All right, now looks like we're going to build the backhoe arm itself. So we need 1 blue. This one's got the plus on one side, the peg on the other, pin on the other end. One of these arms here. We put one in through there. And take another one of those blue ones for the next step. Goes in on the opposite side on the other end. There you go. Now, joint for the bottom here. It needs the red pin in it. Hold it in place. And then that clips onto the pin on the other side there. Locks in like that. Good to go. Alright. That there. Now we got another angled Technic piece here. That attaches into the second hole in the other corner there. Now that guy moves too. Alright. One of these 90s. Flat one here. Like that goes in the end. Sticking out like that. So you got your 90 there. And that will attach. We got that there. Matches our instruction book. All set to go. Alright, looks like rotate it like that, and this clips into this right here in the back of that. Now that'll move freely like that. That goes all good. Not very many pieces left here, so getting close already. go ahead and lift this up so we can work on the front here. All right, looks like we're getting ready to attach the bucket on. So this piece here clips into the two holes up here on the front like that. Move it over. All right, attach the bucket. Bucket just clips together. It's got the little pegs here. It's like it's got the teeth on it, so it stays locked in place where we want it. Bucket goes up and down. All right, got all that set. Now it looks like we're putting the wheels together. All right, so let's see. It's like they have writing on both sides. Same thing. So doesn't matter which way we put these rims in. Now one end, repeat that. On the other three, get all those locked in together. Try not to drop all your pieces all over. I do that a lot, but got a nice clean area where I can find them when I do drop them. All right. All right, got those four put together. All the wheels look symmetrical. Everything's in all the way. All right, looks like that's it. We attach these wheels. Looks like they want this side out, not the rims, the fancy rim side. They want the more construction style. So go ahead and attach all four of these. There we go. Spins. Spins free. There we go. All right. So now make sure everything works on it like it should. That part goes out. Bucket goes up and down. All right. All completed. All right. So looks like we got a few extra pieces left over. Not too bad. Throw those in my box here with all my leftover Lego parts from all my other sets. Keep them all together here. All right. All completed. Clean up my trash. I get rid of all my boxes. I don't usually keep them around. I don't see the need of keeping the boxes. I do keep my instructions though, just to make sure that anything happens, I can always fix them, put them back together if I need to. All right, now we just got to find a spot to put this up and display it. Give you guys a full look at it. Make sure everything goes. Got the arms that fold up and down on the back there. The packet goes up and down. All right, hope you guys enjoyed watching me. I'm going to try and do some more videos. Hopefully get better, a little more entertaining, not just as mundane, but like I said, first video, just learning, just starting. And we'll go from there. All right. That's it. We'll see you next time.